Hello there, everybody. I hope you've all had a wonderful work week. So do we need a good housekeeping seal of approval for images? Wait a minute, did I just show my age by mentioning the good housekeeping seal of approval? Anyway, at the Adobe Max event last week, among other things they announced was this new capability, as they say, like a nutrition label for images. Now, is this really a benefit to consumers, or is this just a CYA for marketers, or is it just a lot of virtue signaling from Adobe? You want to know more? Well, this is 5 minutes of what you need to lead in marketing. So let's roll. Hello everybody, Robert Rose here with the Content and Marketing Strategy News. It is what's new, but it's most importantly, it's what's important in our world of marketing. And for the best and best practices, you can go subscribe over to contentmarketinginstitute.com. So last week, Adobe, the makers of pretty much all things content software, from imaging to photo manipulation to content management, stock imagery, even audio and video creation software, they announced what they would be introducing as a new capability on their platforms, and it's called the Content Credentials idea. So the immediate suggestion is that it can be used for more than just images, though the announcement focused pretty much solely on imagery. And the way it works is that a watermark will be added in the form of a icon on the top of images, and it'll be a small little CR. And when you hover over that little watermark, it'll display a menu that details the provenance of the image that you're looking at. It'll detail such like who made it, which, if any, AI tools were used in the making of it, what software was used, the description of the actual image, and so on and so forth. And in the example, they also provide an inspect button, though it's not entirely clear what you'll actually be inspecting should you click on that. Interestingly, according to the release, they've also launched a site called contentcredentials.org where they detail their plans for this technology. It does seem to be open source, which again, in theory, would seem to mean that you don't need only Adobe products to make this happen for you or your teams. One of the more interesting features, to me anyway, was that you can actually check the provenance of an image and explore the detailed history of changes to an image over time. Basically, see how an image was, or wasn't as the case may be, edited over time. What's my take? Well, I think it's fascinating, and kudos, by the way, to the Adobe team and all the partners they've been able to sign up thus far, including Microsoft and Nikon and Leica and Publicis. And it follows something that I've been a fan of for some time, which is in a generative AI era where it will be increasingly difficult to know when something is real or deepfaked or just edited with AI generally, the approach to fighting this inauthenticity by not trying to detect fake images, but by rather certifying the authentic ones. Basically, if it doesn't have some sort of certification, then you probably know that you can and should question it. I think this is an opportunity for marketers, especially if you're in an industry where things are more likely to be faked. News media, high fashion, consumer packaged goods, nonprofits, politics, etc. Being more transparent about the content we're creating, especially images, and being willing to show the provenance of those images, it'll be an important step in developing consumer trust over time. Whether it's Adobe Content Credentials that will stand the test of time, I'm not sure, but it sure feels like a step in the right direction, whether or not this is a transitory type of technology or not. It's going to be really interesting to see if it gets uptake from marketing and creative teams and how easy it becomes to incorporate into our content and digital asset management processes. I could very easily see DAM systems using this data or a version of this data, that comes back to that inspect button, to sort through what's allowed, what not allowed, what can be used by marketing teams, what shouldn't be used by marketing teams within the internal confines of the business itself. Anyway, more to come here for sure, and interesting to see if we'll start to see this on video and audio content as well. What do you think? Do we need nutritional labels on our content, such as images, audio, video? Let me know, won't you? And that's it. That's 5 minutes of what you need to lead in marketing. And remember, it's your story to tell. Make sure you're giving it the good housekeeping seal of approval and tell it well. I'll see you next week.